All right, welcome back to Savanna Techie. I'm your host, Rafael Ndwiga. If you're new to the channel and you have not yet subscribed, kindly give me your support by hitting the subscribe button, liking our videos, and sharing them with your peers. The journey of being a software engineer or a programmer is one that is filled of joy, learning, and a lot of head scratching. As you start writing code, it's best when you are able to organize your software and at the same time being able to go back to a prior version of the of the software that you're writing. So in today's video, we'll be looking at how to organize your code base and the tool that you will be using in terms of that organizations and being able to have versions of your code. So to get us started, we will be using GitHub. Okay, so just Google GitHub and you can see GitHub is where over 83 million developers shape the future of software together. They're able to contribute to open source community and manage their repositories. So a repository is basically we can term a repository as a collection of files, and in this case, a collection of all your files that you are using that are ultimately the software you are building. Now, to get started, I'll open this link, github.com, and on github.com, we'll create our report. We'll create our account here. So when launch to github.com, you're able to see is where the world builds software, and you can scroll and have a look at kind of some of the features it has, what it enables you to do, and so on. So I'll get right to the point of signing up. I'll click sign up here, or you can click sign up with the email. So I'll just click here, sign up to begin the joining process to begin joining GitHub. Okay, then I'll enter my email. Okay, and then click continue, and then I'll generate a password for my account. So this password is what you'll be using to secure your code base in GitHub. So make it as secure as possible. Modern browsers, like here I'm using Firefox, able to help you in terms of generating a code. Okay, a strong password, and I'll just copy this and we'll change it later. Let me save it on Notepad. Okay, and then I click continue, and a username. So username here I'll use Savanna Techie. So username, this will be this basically will be what will be part of your profile, and when somebody asks you kindly share your GitHub username, that's the name that you'll be sharing. So in this instance, I've selected Savanna Techie. I can see that it's available. So below here it tells me whether that username is available or not. If I tried using my username of Ndwiga, okay, you can see you are told that it is not available because that's actually my username in on GitHub. So I'll change back to Savanna Techie, then click continue, and then would you like to receive products and updates? Yes. Okay, then continue, and you're told to Please solve this puzzle to verify that you're human. This is so that the platform can restrict um, bots or automating the creation of GitHub accounts. So I'll click Start Puzzle, and it asks me to pick the Spiroway Galaxy. This is it. Okay. Also pick it the same one. So you have to repeat selection at the okay, up the point whereby it tells you complete. It's the account has been you've proven actually that you're not a bot. So you can see that the challenges are complete. Then I'll click create account. Okay, and then they have sent a launch code on the email. So open the email here. You can see we have the launch code, the code given below. So just copy it, then go back to GitHub, and then I'll just paste it. All right. So once you do that, it asks how many members will be working with me. So here, in your case, make select just me or a team. So in this case, I'll just say it's just me, and I can say I'm a student. Okay, and then continue. Then next, they will ask about features that I'm currently interested in. So here, I'll not check anything because you can be able to add them once you get to or once you get to your profile. So just click continue. Okay, and there are two profiles. So there's a free and there's one with there's a free version and there's a GitHub Pro version. So in my case, I'll just go with the free version. And we wait for the dashboard to be initialized. Now, when you log into GitHub, this is the dashboard, and on your left, you'll have your repositories, recent activities. Here in the middle, if you're currently following or watching a particular repository, you will have the updates here. Okay, and then on the left, you'll have some additional information depending on what's currently happening. Okay, so now what we'll do is if you want to see your profile, you click here on top right and click profile, and on the URL bar here you can be able to see your name, and this is the username that had selected, that had keyed in, that I want my account to be known for. So this is the username. Okay, and you can see it's joined 3 minutes ago, and here you can be able to see your contribution. So the contribution, so the gray indicates less, like really you haven't done anything on these specific days, and gray, the darkest green, shows you that you have been really been active on the platform. Okay, so then the next thing we'll do is we'll go to, you can be able to go from here. You can, apart from seeing your profile, you can also go to your repositories. So here you'll be able to list the repositories that are there, and you don't have to come when you're in your profile. You don't have to come here at the top right corner to be able to see to be able to access some of the resources. So you can move actually here on overview. You can go back to where we were. Okay, and then you can be able to click on repositories to see the various repos that you have. You're also able to see projects. So and yeah, so you can be able to see the project there, some of the projects that you are involved in, and we have what you call, we also have packages. So packages, say safely publish packages, store your packages alongside your code, and share your packages privately with your team. So we'll get back to packages later on. So now I'll come here and go to settings. Now on the settings, now I can set the name. As you can see on the profile, let me go back to profile. Let me open it a new tab. So control, then click. You can see there's no name here. So I'll come back here and put a name and say this is Savanna Techie. Okay. And then I can put a bio, just a little bit. Bio is basically talking about a little bit about yourself. So here I'll say this is all about learning programming. Okay. And then the company. So my company is called Chondo. So just have it there as Chondo. And location, Nairobi. Nairobi, Kenya. Then I'll click update profile. So if I come back here and refresh, you can see the name that I've given is there, and you can see the company that I'm part of is Chondo Limited, Kenya. If I want to edit additional information, I can just come click here, edit profile. Okay, you'll be able to change the bio, update the name, also the website here. I'll put is www.jondo.com. My Twitter handle is rndwiga254. Then I'll click save. Okay, so if you just clicked on this, the handle, it will take you to my Twitter handle. And if you click on the website, it will take you directly to the company's website. Okay, now let me close those two. And if you clicked on the company, take you to the company's account. So close on that. So you may or may not have some of these elements. That's okay. Then here I can set my status. I can say here learning. Okay, and I can put a smiley face. Yeah, learning is hard. I have that one there. And then never clear my status, and then set the status there. And I can also change the avatar. So I'll click on change the avatar. Okay, and to take me to the settings page, I'll click on edit and then select upload a photo, and I will look for a picture. Good, there it is. So can be able to crop, so just select it, that one, then set photo, set picture, profile photo, and now that is done. I just come click here update. Okay, and now if you go back to the profile, click profile, You can see the photo has been added and they are not repository yet. Now let's go back to settings. I'll click on settings, and here you can be able to say, you can be able to include your activities, so that most cases you'll find that you want some of your code base to be public and others to be private. Now if working on private repositories, the contributions or the activities, and by that I mean these activities that shown you earlier. Let's go back to that. Let me open a new tab, show you what I mean. This is what it means, contributions and activities. Okay, so for private activities on private repos and contributions will not appear here by default. If you want the activities to be shown that you were really active, then what you do is that you come back to your profile, and down here you tick this box, so that also to include the contribution, so that you're able to get credit for all your work by showing your number of contribution to private repos on your profiles. Yeah, on your profile without any repository or organization information. So it will not show, it will not tell about which repositories or which organization you are doing the contribution for. So I'll update my preferences here. Okay, and then the next, that was on a public profile. Then click on account. So on account, you can go to change your username. So if you never like the username that you entered during the onboarding process, you can go to change it here. Okay, and then you can also be able to export account data. So it will export all the repositories, profile metadata of my account, and the export will be available for 7 days. So you can be able to do that. Now, a critical bit is on success settings. Now, success settings is where, you know, you are live today, tomorrow you may not be, and when and in such particular scenario, you want to be able to give someone or people access to manage the repositories, especially the ones that were private at the point of your demise. So in this case here, uh, to be able to give them access to that without really sharing your code base, then you will come here and add. Sorry, if you want to give access to your full repositories and everything that you did on GitHub to a person once you have left the world of the living, then you can do so here. So I'll add my username here. Okay, I'll click that one, and then click add successor. So you'll be told here that by clicking add successor, I acknowledge that I'm the owner of this account and I'm using GitHub to transfer content within my account to Ndwiga at the event of my death. Okay, and then you also say that I understand that this appointment is a successor and does not override legally binding next of kin rules or whatever laws of a state that have been established. So I'll click add successor. Okay, and what will happen is that I will receive an email and receive a successor invitation to the successor invitation email has been sent to my other account. Okay, so I'll check that one later. So now we have that one there. Okay, the other way to do that, if the person has not received an email, you can basically copy this link and send it to them either on WhatsApp, Telegram, or even on Facebook, and they'll be able to agree to be the success of this GitHub account. Okay, then now here at the same account, you can also delete your account. And they're told you once you delete your account, there's never going back. So what basically they mean is that once you delete your account and you had repositories, you had work there, you can't get it back since you have deleted it. So I will not even attempt to click that account, to click this button. So just leave it there. And then I'll go now next to appearance. Now on appearance, I can see the current theme that is active is a light theme. So light theme means that everything is default. So here you can go to see it's white background and everything. If I was to change the appearance to a night theme, and to do so, I can go to do so, I'll click here on theme mode. Okay, and right now, this setting here, sync with the system, it means that if your system is using a light mode, of which my Windows 10 Pro does, then whatever will be displayed will be in a dark set, in a night theme. If it's light, it will be light theme, and if it's dark, it will be a dark theme. So I don't want to sync it to the system. I want it to use a single theme. Okay, and and when you select a single theme, you can see light the default one. And then I have a couple to go to select from. I will select this one. I can move select dark default. Okay, and you can see the changes immediately. I can select this other one if I wanted to, and you can able to see giving you the different color, the way the links will be appearing. So default here, you can see this is green with a bit of red. This one, the red is more dominant with some bits of blue. So now if I go back here and refresh, okay, I expect to see that you can see the bit there, red having a little bit of more dominance with highlighting which link is currently active. So that's how you can be able to change the defaults, the appearance of your account. So I'll let it dark theme, and then you can also set the skin tone of the emojis that you're using. So right now you can see the emoji, the skin tone of emoji as yellowish. Okay, so I want it to brown. So black. So you have the default one, and then I'm able to select that skin tone, and when I refresh here, uh, so the default skin tone, and then let me click this one, then click here and select a different one, that status. Yeah, I can see it has not changed, but I'm pretty sure there's some other features whereby the default skin tone will be set to my preference. Okay, so we are done with appearance. Then accessibilities. Now accessibility are basically what you can refer to as being able, rather than always clicking on something, you can be able to use the keyboard shortcuts to do certain stuff. So GitHub has a defined list of shortcuts. So to be able to see the full list, it is under accessibility, keyboard shortcuts, and here under characters. So can be able to either enable, by default is enable, or disable. And to see the list of shortcuts that GitHub has, then can be able to open this. So open it a new tab, and you can see here that you have a list of shortcuts that can be able to use. So you can see, like, to be able to go to code tab, then DC, to be able to edit. So there's a bunch of shortcuts that you can be able to use. Okay, so I'll go back, and yeah, so you have item to do with motions, whether animated images should play automatically, and there's the option of being in sync with the system, or automatically play animations, or disable automatically playing of animations. So here you can both choose your kind of experience you want with regards to animation or motions on GitHub. So I'll just leave them at default. And then on the notifications, here you can go to set what kind of notifications you want to be sent to your email. So by default, here you can go to automatically watch repositories. So when you're given a push access to a repository, then you should be able to receive notification for it. So I can watch automatic. So I can select to be getting these emails. Get emails when added to the team. So there's a bunch of not the of notifications that GitHub sends to you. So you can select which notifications you want to be sent to your email. Okay. Then you have billing and plans. When you open the account, we selected the GitHub free version. Okay. And here you can be able to change the plan from free to GitHub Pro version. So you can be able to compare. So I'll open this on a new tab and compare the different features that each of the plans have. So and you can see what you'll be getting. So you can see in terms of public repositories, unlimited, private, unlimited. The private repositories, before GitHub was acquired by Microsoft, this one only belonged to the Pro version, but once it was acquired, now you have access to private and repositories. Then the item to do with the workflows. You can see for free you have 2,000 minutes. For Pro version, you have at least 3,000 minutes a month. And packages, you have a space for 500, 2 GB for public, and so on. So the features are quite many. So depending on what you want to do on GitHub, then you can go to either stick with the current or upgrade to Pro version of GitHub. So that's all about the billing and plans. So here you can be able to see how much minutes you have used, the packages, the storage, and whatnot. Next, we have emails. So you have a default email that will be receiving the notifications. Then you can also add an additional email. You can set up a primary email address or select a different one. So if you added an email address, then you can select it as primary for receiving notifications. And you can also be able to add a backup email. So backup email will be used for as an additional destination for security relevant account notifications. So I'll go right ahead and add an email address. So I'll add my email address here and then click add. So you can tell that the email is already in use. So mean that email already in use, it means that I have an account with GitHub. So you can go to set up a different email address. The email address needs to be one that does not have an active GitHub account. So just leave that on to it. And then on password and authentication, you can be able to change your password. Okay. And then you can also be able to enable 2FA. So here I'll click enable. You can go to click here to enable two-factor authentication. Okay. And you can see you can both set up 2FA using using certain apps such as OnePass, Audi, LastPass Authenticator, or Microsoft Authenticator, or getting the code via an SMS. Okay, so I would advise you can choose using an app, but in my case, I'll select using an SMS, and then I select continue, and then once I select continue, I'm able to enter the phone number that will be used. So once you enter the phone number, it's possible to select the country code. So I'm in Kenya, so we will select the country code as Kenya, which is 254. Okay, so where's Kenya here? Okay, so you can see they don't have Kenya here. So I will leave that one as is and come back to it later. So I'll click here on cancel. But in your case, if at all it's there, kindly go ahead, put your phone number and and put your phone number to receive the code or use the app. Now next is SSH and PGP keys. So you can go to now the bit about SSH keys is that those allow you to be able to make commits to your to make commits to your GitHub account. Okay, so I'll leave that one there, and then we have the bit about organizations. So organization is whereby you can be a member of multiple organizations. So and be a member of an organization, then you have to be added to that organization, or you can transform your current account to be an organization. So based on how this channel grows, then I'll turn this account to be an organization account. So I'll leave that one as is. Then you have a bit about moderations. So in moderations, you can be able to block or prevent users. You can be able to block or prevent users from following your repositories. And this is good whereby if you have someone who's trolling your GitHub account, creating useless pull requests or issues, and some accounts, or yeah, so you basically can be able to do a lot of things. So you can be able to block that individual if you know their GitHub handle. So you can be able to search using their username or full name or their email address. So let's say, for example, if you wanted to block my account, Arndwiga, okay, you can search and add, then click what? Block the user. So I'm not interested in blocking myself, so just leave that one as is. And you can see here that you can be able to see here the list of your blocked users and whatnot. Then next is on repositories. So repositories, you can see that the default branch of a repository is main. Prior to this, it was master. So if you are if you want to retain the old settings whereby the main repository is called master, then this is a place to change. So right now it's main, so I'll retain it as is. And then here you have repositories, and you can be able to delete repositories from your settings. So I don't have any repository yet. So we will create one uh, and then come and delete it. So here, just come here, create one. So open this in a new tab since I want to be able to delete it. So I can term this repository for deletion. Okay. So tell me to be created that way, and you can see the name will be indicated as for deletion. So they have added a hyphen in place of the space. Okay, so just select the way it is, then click create repository. We'll come back to being able to create repository, but that's basically how you do it. And then if I come here and refresh, you can be able to see that repository there. So all the repositories that you will create will be available here. So I'll just click on this. Okay, it will take me back the same place. And here, if I want to delete, I'll click. Here you have repositories and you have deleted repositories. So if I click here on deleted repositories, you can see there are no deleted repositories. But if I come back and I go to the repository setting here, I can either rename, okay, or I can scroll down to the bottom and delete. So click delete, and then I will enter the repository name. I will type it. So in my case, I'll just copy it, paste it there, and then delete it. And voila, the repository has been deleted. So if I come here on the repositories, you find there are no repositories. But if I click on deleted repositories, so you can see there are no recoverable repositories that are found on Savanna Techie, meaning that that repository was deleted and deleted. So there's no way of getting back to it. But we're told that it may take up to an hour for repository to be displayed here. So I think we have come back to it too soon. Okay. And then next, we have repositories, we have packages. We look at this in our future videos, and we have applications, integrations. So I don't have any installed app. I've not authorized any. I've not authorized any GitHub apps, and then here we do not have any authorized auth app. Okay, so they have no access to my account. But yeah, and then you have you can also set reminders. Okay, we look at that one in our later video. And then we have security logs. So security logs basically gives you a trail of the things that you have done. So you can see here, we created a new repositories, then logged in, then I did a couple of updates. So you can see status update, we updated the picture, then we also shown the count of the contributions. We sent an invitation. Okay, we did also an update. So we also destroyed. So one of the last event we did was destroy a repository. So and to tell you which repository was destroyed there. Now the beauty about having a GitHub repository is that it allows you to it basically acts as your portfolio. So if you're looking for a job as a programmer, software developer, most companies or all companies will more or less ask for access more or less ask for your GitHub account. Okay. Now there's something we did not touch, and that is under uh, just a moment. Uh, that what we did not touch is under developer settings here, and on the developer settings, when you want to be able to create to clone and push changes to your repositories, you will need a personal access token. So I've already done a video on how to create personal access token. So I'll have that link on the description. Have a look on how to create the access token and how to set up the permissions, or what they refer to as personal as scopes. So scope basically indicate the kind of permission you're able to access. Now that's all with regards to an overview of GitHub. You can check on this particular on other videos on the channel that where I cover more about um, creating repositories and what the various settings mean in each of the repositories. I've already mentioned about how to create the personal access tokens. And this was another video on how to recover your access the PAT from already existing repositories. Since once you create a PAT, you won't have that. You won't see that PAT again. So have a look at those resources. Until next time, if you haven't yet subscribed, kindly give me your support